You think you're safe because the room is full and your phone never shuts up. You think the noise means you're chosen. You point at the group chat, the bar stool, the bed you didn't sleep in alone, and you call it proof. You tell yourself, I'm surrounded, so I'm not alone. They let me in, so I matter. And that lie has been feeding on you for years. Here's the cut. Most of what you call companionship is a crowd renting your time. They don't know you. They don't want your backbone. They want a version of you that slips in easy, fills space, makes no mess. You confuse being allowed through the door with being invited to sit at the table. You confuse tolerance with respect. You confuse access with belonging, and it's killing your mission. Of course it feels true, because proximity, pings, and casual intimacy mimic the old signals of tribe and safety. Your nervous system is ancient. It thinks a face near the fire means family. It thinks a hand on your shoulder means oath. It thinks a string of messages at midnight means you're in the circle. It can't tell the difference between a campfire and a screen glow. It can't tell the difference between a pact and a drink special. It can't tell the difference between a woman needing you and a woman bored at 1 a.m. so the body relaxes. The brain sprinkles dopamine. You mistake the buzz for bonding. You call the drip of validation my people. And meanwhile, your spine is softening by the day. And because your system wants safety more than truth, it starts trading pieces of you for access. Your attachment reflex gets smart. It smiles, it nods, it edits, it quiets your edge. It convinces you that bending is strategy, that shrinking is diplomacy, that performing is leadership. Fear becomes intelligent when it learns to speak your language. It starts telling you, play along, keep the invites, don't rock the boat. These are the right rooms. You're building a network. But you're not building, you're bargaining. You're paying rent with your direction. Every yes that isn't yours steals a degree from your compass. Every joke that isn't true to you tilts you. Every apology you don't mean cuts a thread that held you together. That's why your relationships feel heavy and thin at the same time. That's why your smile looks tired in group photos. That's why you leave weekends feeling empty even though you never had 5 minutes to yourself. The problem isn't loneliness. It's that you don't have a self that can stand alone. Without a center, every connection becomes a negotiation for your soul. You turn into a man who can adapt to any room, which sounds strong until you realize you no longer have a shape. That's why you're restless. That's why you avoid your own apartment at night, because the quiet tells the truth you've been hiding from. You've been outsourcing your anchor to other people's approval, and they can change the price at any time. Look at what happens when a man tries to buy belonging with compliance. His calendar fills while his spine thins. He becomes easy to invite and easy to ignore. He gets tolerated, not respected. He learns every trick to keep people happy and forgets how to hold a line. He says yes because he's scared of being forgotten. He smiles at things he doesn't admire. He laughs at people he doesn't trust. He becomes agreeable in public and resentful in private. He calls himself generous, but he's just afraid. Comfort is expensive. It costs clarity. It costs conviction. It costs the irritation that forces growth. You traded friction for access, and you think you came up. You didn't. You sold the tool that builds men. And then the years stack. You don't notice at first. You're too busy following pings. You start to measure your worth in responses, reactions, and beds. If they text back, you can breathe. If she says yes, you can sleep. If the room laughs, you're safe for another night. But something ugly happens when a man puts his worth in other people's pockets. Attraction fades even if you're surrounded. Desire doesn't point at a man who belongs to the crowd. Respect doesn't collect on a man who leans on noise. Your friends keep you around for convenience, because you're always available, because you never demand excellence, because you never raise the standard. You mistake their dependence for devotion. It's not. It's laziness finding a host. Then the storm hits. It always does. A job falls through. A woman leaves. Your body breaks. A secret gets out. Suddenly the room is loud, but nobody holds the line with you. Voices rise, hands pat your back, DMs say, "You got this." But when it's time to lift the weight, the floor creaks, and you're alone. You gave everyone a discount on you. Discounts attract hobbyists, not brothers. You discover the cost of being everyone's guy. You built a crowd, not a council, and a crowd disappears when the music stops. Here's the part most men refuse to face. After the collapse, in the quiet, you see it. The thing you protected left anyway. All the time, you tried to keep everyone comfortable, all the bending, all the choking down your voice, all the nights you traded sleep for presence. None of it kept the people who were never meant to be there. You start to feel the humiliation of your own deals. You traded your mission to stay in rooms that never chose you. And they still left. That's the honest cut in your chest. Not that they went, that you failed yourself to buy what couldn't be bought. You thought survival was the win. You forgot that survival as a shell is just a slow way to die. If that stings, good. It means the part of you that's still alive is listening. Because the solution is not another crowd. It's not a better app, a better circle, a better girlfriend, a better city. The solution is a non-negotiable center. True companionship forms around a man who will not sell himself. Solitude forges that. Boundaries reveal that. Respect collects to that without begging. Men and women are drawn to a fixed star, not a drifting lantern. You want heavy bonds? You want people who hold the line with you in the storm? Become a man who holds his own line when nobody is clapping. Become a man who belongs to himself first. Gravity does the rest. Solitude is not a retreat for cowards. It's a furnace. It burns off the performative layers you learned to wear. It strips you to what you actually value. Sit alone without noise, not as a practice, as a requirement. Let your false selves starve. Let the voice that hates the quiet show itself. Watch how it tries to bargain with you. Watch how it offers you pings and plans the moment silence gets sharp. That's the addiction chattering. You don't negotiate with it. You outlast it. You build a center by refusing to rent your attention. You build a center by saying, this hour is mine, this morning is mine, this thought is mine. You do not share those with the crowd. You do not apologize for locking a door. Boundaries announce your center to the world. They are not explanations. They are not lectures. They are lines drawn in your actions. Boundaries are the force field around your mission. They aren't meant to manage other people's feelings. They're meant to protect your direction. Say no without apology, not with anger, with clarity. When you stop over-explaining, you stop begging to be tolerated. Tolerance is poison. It keeps you near people who never respected you and gives them the illusion of virtue. If they only want you when you shrink, let them want a ghost. You are not for rent. And understand this. At first, your world will get smaller. That's the point. Prune access. Cut the vines of availability that choke your roots. You've been treating your calendar like a charity. Stop. There is no prize for being the most reachable man in the room. You know what's reachable? Low fruit. Be a tree that carries weight too high for lazy hands. Name your direction out loud, not a cute mantra, not a brand, a sentence a man can fight for. When you declare it, you give people a clear choice. Stand with me or step aside. You don't force them. You don't sell them. You stand and you work and you earn the right to be hard to knock over. This is where fear will come for you dressed as wisdom. It will whisper that you're being selfish. It will whisper that you're burning bridges. It will whisper that you're going to end up alone. Fear becomes intelligent when it learns to speak your language. It speaks in your friend's voice. It speaks in your mother's caution. It speaks in the old coach who told you to be a team player. It speaks in the old girlfriend who said you're too much. Hear it. Don't obey it. This is not selfishness. This is stewardship. You are responsible for the only asset that can create real companionship, a clear, tested, unbought self. Here's the payoff most men never get to because they quit at discomfort. Once you belong to yourself, the world recalibrates. The room gets smaller, yes, but the bonds get heavier. People who respect themselves can finally recognize you. Your relationships shift from mutual convenience to earned alignment. Women stop seeing you as background music and start listening to your rhythm. Men stop using you and start standing with you. You will have fewer birthdays to attend, fewer low-effort dinners to smile through, fewer meaningless connections to maintain. You will also have people who call you at 3 a.m. because they know you can hold a line, and you call them because you know they'll hold it back. That's a different life. And yes, you will pay a cost. You will be misunderstood. You will be called cold by people who only felt warm when you were easy. You will lose invitations. You will disappoint the board. Good. Disappointment is the toll you pay for clarity. Your value is not in your availability, it is in your aim. The man who keeps his direction is rare. Rare men are not liked by everyone. They are followed by the right ones. Does this mean you become hard, joyless, severe? No. It means you choose your weight. It means your yes has muscle because your no has a spine. It means your kindness is clean because it's not a cover for fear. It means when you give time, it's a gift, not a deal. It means when you love as a whole man, not a shapeshifter. That's what makes attraction last. That's what makes friendship deepen. That's what makes respect automatic. Stop telling yourself you need more advice, more techniques, more social hacks. You don't become confident by thinking. You become confident by surviving reality. Go survive your own standards. Pick a standard. and take the hit that comes with it. Show yourself that the earth doesn't end when a room goes cold on you. Show yourself that your breath stays steady when a woman tests your edge and you don't fold. Show yourself that your legs hold when you carry your work alone for months without applause. That's where confidence grows. In weather, in weight, in silence. And every time you feel that old panic trying to drag you back into the flood of cheap connection, remember this line and don't let it go. The life you want is hidden behind the actions you avoid. You avoid solitude because it shows you the bill for your compromises. Pay it. You avoid saying no because you're addicted to being easy. Say it anyway. You avoid naming your mission because you're scared you won't reach it. Name it anyway. You avoid losing people because you think loss will break you. Lose the wrong ones. Loss clarifies. Loss is the crowbar that opens a life you can respect. I'm not asking you to become a monk. I'm telling you to become a man who does not sell himself for company. Build your days on purpose and protect them with teeth. Wake up earlier than your excuses. Put your work on the calendar before the world grabs it. Lift something heavy when your head gets loud. Walk without your phone until the craving breaks. Call the friend who makes you better and cancel on the one who wastes your edge. Speak what you mean and eat the silence that follows. This isn't glamour. It's ground. It's the dirt you plant in so you can carry weight later. And when you return to the room, you'll notice something new. The noise doesn't own you. The pings don't own you. The casual touch doesn't pull you off your line. You stand in the same place you would stand alone. You listen more because you don't need to perform. You say less because what you say costs you something. People feel that. Some turn away, some lean in. Nature sorts them for you. Respect isn't a marketing strategy. It's gravity produced by a clear center. If you're waiting for permission, you'll weight yourself into a small life. No one is going to bless your solitude for you. No one is going to praise you for pruning access. They benefit from your softness. They benefit from your maybe. Stop being edible. Stop being a soft target for other people's boredom. Start being a man who costs something to stand beside, not because you play hard to get, because you're hard to move. This is how you end the illusion of companionship. You don't fix the crowd. You fix the center. You become a man who can stand in an empty room and still feel full because he has direction, discipline, and a conscience he doesn't negotiate with. You make your solitude a forge, not a prison. You turn your boundaries into a quiet broadcast that tells the world, I won't trade my mission for your comfort. When the world tests you, and it will, you don't change your map. You hold the line. And the right people appear at the line. They always do. This will not be easy. Comfort will tempt you. Old patterns will whisper, sweet. Your past will tell you to be nicer, easier, safer. Don't forget, comfort is expensive. It will charge you your future. Pay in discomfort now. Pay in focus. Pay in lonely Saturdays that don't stay lonely because you fill them with work that builds you. Pay in awkward no's that feel like betrayal to your old self. Pay in silence that scares you into becoming. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm demanding ownership. If your life is crowded and empty, that's on you. If you're tolerated but not respected, that's on you. If you're agreeable and secretly resentful, that's on you. You built that with 1,000 small sales. Build something else. Start today. Sit alone for 1 honest hour. No phone, no music. Name your direction out loud even if your voice shakes. Cancel the plans that keep you small. Let the people who only tolerated you feel your absence. They will replace you in a day. Good. Space is expensive real estate. Give it to your mission. Then work. Not on a mood, on a plan you wrote in your own hand. Show up when nobody is watching. Lift the boring weights. Practice the unglamorous reps. Tell the truth faster. Take the heat. End what drains you. Keep what demands your best. When fear shows up dressed as wisdom, thank it for the warning and do what you said you would do. That's how you start trusting yourself. That's how respect starts to land and stay. That's how companions find you, not because you begged, but because you broadcast weight, and weight attracts weight. You don't need a crowd. You need a core. You don't need the right people. You need to be the right man. The room will change when you do. The noise will thin. The bonds will thicken. You will stop being rented. You will stop negotiating. You will stop performing. You will stop hiding. You will carry your name like a stone you refuse to drop. And when the next storm comes, you won't be praying for hands that never arrive. You will already be under the bar with men who live the same law. That is companionship, earned alignment, shared weight, no discount. Choose it, not someday. Now, cut the fake access. Guard the hours that build you. Speak your direction. Say no without apology. Let weak ties rot. Give your mission, blood, and days. Become a man who belongs to himself first. Then open your door, watch who steps in and stays when you don't bend. That smaller room is where your life begins. Hold it, build in it, lead from it, and never again confuse being allowed in with being chosen.